I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
When it comes to impressions, most actors copy other people, not themselves. But Carrey somehow made that work. On Saturday Night Live during the Joe Pesci show, he pulls off a wild impression inside another impression, switching from Jimmy Stewart straight into a perfect, over-the-top version of himself.
I'm Jim Carrey. I'll do anything for a laugh. I need attention 24 hours a day. Look at me! Look at me!
SNL's VFX team has always done a solid job with impressions, but their work on Carrey as Joe Biden was so spot on that the character instantly became a recurring hit.
I've never felt so alive, which is ironic because I'm not that alive.
Every single time, Carrey perfectly nailed Biden's signature clumsiness, from awkward pauses to those hilariously fumbling gestures.
Where was I?
You said, look, here's the deal.
Oh, right. Look, here's the deal. Nope, lost it. Come back to me.
In Man on the Moon, Carrey completely immersed himself in his portrayal of Andy Kaufman. He didn't treat it like a typical role. He studied Kaufman's voice, awkward pauses, strange confidence, and unpredictable energy so closely that it felt less like an impression and more like Kaufman had stepped back into the spotlight.
Talking about the terrible things, my wife, take my wife, please take her.
No. I'm only pulling.
Talk about locking into a character, Carrey pulls it off once again, this time channeling Jack Nicholson while hosting an awards show. The voice, the grin, the sharp eyebrow lifts, it's so accurate that even Nicholson in the audience bursts out laughing.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
And just when you think he's done, Carrey switches gears and dives straight into a rapid-fire parody of Robert De Niro in a fake meatball commercial. From the intense stare to the tight mouth movements and that unmistakable head tilt, he captures every tiny mannerism with ridiculous precision.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
You expect Jim Carrey to copy politicians or famous actors, but British metal band Napalm Death? That's unexpected. On a US talk show in the early 90s, Carrey said he had started listening to thrash metal and was really into Napalm Death, surprising everyone.
You don't bring me flowers. I'm a little bit country.
Carrey and Williams were truly two of the funniest people ever to walk the planet. From their hilarious goof-offs to their ability to riff on just about anything, it often felt like they shared the same comedic soul. And on Living Color, Carrey couldn't resist unleashing his crazy inner Williams as a wild Oscar host.
Oh, great goddess of Puerto Rican knockers, all hail to the lactating wet nurse from hell!
He was clearly having the time of his life channeling all that chaos of Williams' character, and with his own brand of craziness, he couldn't resist taking the madness tenfold and totally nailing the impression.
Looks like RuPaul with an orthopedic shoe. Genitalia not included. Take me, Malibu Ken! Whoops.
What makes Carrey stand out is that he doesn't rely on voice alone. He throws his whole body into the performance. From the tight, weathered expressions to the cold, piercing glare and that rough, low-tone delivery, he recreates Eastwood's presence with striking accuracy in a way that feels uniquely his own.
But when I finally met Clint, he just said to me,
I love that tape. And I show it to all my friends.
In Liar Liar, Carrey revealed that the gag where Fletcher chases his son as the Claw was inspired by his real life. He said his father used to do the exact same thing to him and his siblings, which is why the moment feels so natural and fun.
uh-oh, found the Claw's only weakness. Sub-zero temperatures!
In Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Carrey was known for constantly going off script. During one take, he jokingly slipped in William Shatner's famous line from The Twilight Zone, and it worked so perfectly that the directors decided to keep it in the final cut.
There's someone on the wing. Something.
That spot-on Shatner impression wasn't just a lucky moment. It came from years of practice going all the way back to his Living Color days, when he was constantly messing around and impersonating William Shatner's Captain Kirk from Star Trek.
Mr. Spock, my friend, we've got to do something.
Why do you say we, Caucasoid?
Spock, are you out of your fucking mind.
Carrey has this almost instant ability to slip into other personalities, and his exaggerated take on Bruce Dern was a perfect example. The impression was so spot on that it had Dern laughing, and even his daughter, Laura Dern, couldn't hold it together.
Can't keep a good man down, can you, Bruce? Can you? You look at me when I'm talking to you, son.
My impression of Wile E. Coyote walking away from a bad fall.
It's rare to see a celebrity copy a cartoon character, but Jim blended Wile E. Coyote's famous over-the-top failures into his own performance so smoothly that it felt completely natural.
As I say, we're gonna finish up 30 years soon. First time I've ever seen that.
The presidential reunion sketch was an absolute treat, with hilarious comedians like Dana Carvey, Will Ferrell, and Chevy Chase all delivering over-the-top presidential impressions. But Carrey completely steals the show with his surprise entrance as Ronald Reagan, rocking an even bigger jaw-dropping surprise dangling down his torso.
I went up against Tip O'Neill with nothing but a psychic oracle and these pendulous balls. But I pushed through the competition. I clobbered everybody, and I took down that wall.
Few actors have been parodied as much as Sylvester Stallone. When Carrey showed up on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, he proved why. From the gravelly voice to the hard stare and rigid posture, he nailed every detail of Stallone's style and had the whole audience cracking up.
You do, though.
It's mostly just me.
Well, it is. It was.
Yeah, I do all my own stunts, you know what I mean? People pay a lot of money to come to the theater. They want to know what I'm doing inside, you know?
A lot of people say I look like Lance Armstrong, especially when I do this.
While promoting Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind on The Late Show with Letterman, Carrey showed up with a new look and surprised everyone. He suddenly started doing a funny dance, pretending to be Lance Armstrong riding a bike around the studio.
Right now, what you're doing is drafting.
Yeah, I'm drafting.
You're drafting. You're saving your energy for the end of the race.
During the 90s, Carrey earned a reputation for his rubber-like face and unmatched range. He had such sharp control over every muscle that he could instantly shift into different personalities, even recreating James Dean's famous lines from Rebel Without a Cause with total ease.
James.
Yes.
You're tearing me apart. You say one thing, she says another, and everybody switches back again.
Imitating Kevin Bacon isn't easy. That mix of quiet intensity and offbeat cool is tough to copy. But for Jim, it looked effortless. He simply tossed a shirt over his head and somehow captured Bacon's vibe perfectly, turning it into a spot-on and hilarious impression.
Kevin Bacon is Batman!
Carrey delivered some of his most unforgettable bits on Living Color, but his take on Jerry Seinfeld was on another level. In the sketch, Jerry and George suddenly find themselves out of their comfort zone, wandering into a rough neighborhood where they cross paths with two streetwise locals.
What is this? Is it the opposite of dat? And when did we become brothers? Does Mom know about this?
And back in an era when comedy pushed boundaries without hesitation, Carrey fully committed to the parody, cranking up every Seinfeld mannerism and completely stealing the scene.
What's with the elaborate way black guys shake hands? They smack, slap, wiggle. What is the deal? Hey! I haven't seen you in a long time. I think I'll smack you and slap you and really hurt your head.
Leno has a voice and look that are easy to recognize, the high pitch, the quick head moves, and that famous chin. When Carrey imitates him, he doesn't just do a quick joke. He fully turns into Leno, almost like he's hosting a whole episode of The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
You know, I went whale watching once. I heard the captain yell, "There she blows," and I thought somebody had spotted Madonna.
The last person you'd ever want to troll is your own film's director, but he clearly didn't get that memo. While talking about the struggles of making Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Carrey gave a hilarious behind-the-scenes glimpse by impersonating the film's wildly innovative French director, Michel Gondry.
I can't physically do that back and forth 3 times. And he would say, how do you know until you try? With an attitude like that, there would never be a hot air balloon.